Today I'm going to talk about who you really are. I mean, really, 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 really. So I suppose there are really answers to that on so many levels, philosophically and spiritually and ethically. But you know, what we teach in the Science of Mind is that, you know, there are so many aspects to our being that we're all very, very complex. And I know that everybody's had a different journey. So we've all had different training and experiences, and as individual expressions of the one, we all have different hopes and dreams and accomplishments and those growth opportunities that we would say are failures. We've all experienced all of that. But Science of Mind points very clearly to who you are. Who you are existed before those people came together to biologically create the vehicle for you to come into this earthly life. That who you are as a spiritual being is eternal and immortal. You have existed for eons, long before you got to this hotel. And you will continue to exist long after you check out. Because you are spirit, you are consciousness, you are the love of God. This is who you are. Hear this part. You are the love of God made manifest, and it is your mission to give that love to the world, however you do that. So you are spirit. Scripture says, "Know ye not that ye are the sons and daughters of the Most High." That's pretty good. The sons and daughters of the Most High. Okay, this is a good club to belong. This is a good club to belong. The sons and daughters of the Most High. That means that you are connected to God. Always have been, always will be. Can't muck it up. Really good news. Part and parcel. Connected to God. But you know, what I know has been so for so many of us is that we have defined ourselves by all the external things. By education, or how you look, or how you work, or what your finances are, or who you were with. Those things are not you. Those things are not you. No wonder people feel insecure, because we think who we are is something that's outside of us. You know, and it starts, I think, from when we're very, very little. You know, when you're a little kid, you have older siblings and they're in school, and you can't wait because you know you'll really be somebody when you finally get into school. And when you're in school, you just know that when you get into high school, that's when you're going to really be somebody. When you're in high school, you know that when you graduate and get out and maybe go to college or get your license and have a car, you're really somebody then. Then you will be somebody. And then you think, oh, it's about finding my career. And when I have a career, then I'm somebody. And when I get married, I'm somebody. And oh my God, when I get divorced, I'm somebody. Right? Then I'll really be somebody, you know? And on and on and on it goes. But the thing is, all of that time we could be realizing a spiritual truth about ourselves that has existed since before the beginning, that we are right now. Now are ye the sons and daughters of the Most High. The thing about feeling insecure, you know, when I talk about insecure, I think about, well, that's really about doubting ourselves. You know, if you can't trust who and what you are, what that means is I'm going to say, well, who am I if I can't trust who and what I am? And that kind of insecurity really, to me, is at the heart of all emotional dysfunction. If you could peel back the layers of emotional dysfunction. I don't need to explain that to anybody, do I? Emotional dysfunction? I mean, we've all witnessed that with, say, people we know, okay? And we know now that so much of that is related to people having physical ailments as well as spiritual anxieties. So the thing is, who you really are, you also will not find it by looking at how different we are from other people. You know, Maya Angelou wrote a poem, and in it, the recurring phrase is, "We are more alike, my friend, than we are unalike." We are more alike, my friend, than we are unalike. And I like that because, you know, it's so easy to try and say, well, who I am based on you, and then we get into comparing or criticizing or judging, and it's not any of that. Well, how is it then? You know? We have to find, really, when we look at each other, if you're going to look at each other, is find how we are alike. Find the similarities. Find the ways that there's a common thread where we overlap as beings. Find our sameness. And you know, when you start to find sameness with people, you start to feel belonging. And that's wonderful, because don't we all want to belong? I think everybody on the face of the earth is wandering around saying, are you my tribe? Are you my tribe? We're all sort of looking for our tribe, you know?